more now. Yeah, let's get started. In this particular session, right? So we will be understanding how we want to design the custom APIs for this, dealership application for one of the machinery company. Okay, this company can be anything. This is not only for machinery company, so this can apply to any product. For example, let's say you may be purchasing some shampoo, for example. Let's say Dove shampoo, for example, right? So how Dove shampoo will be distributed to the nearest store? Because there is a dealership. You got it? So for any product, any purchase, right? Any product or any purchase or anything, so before reaching to customer, so this is what the actual things happen in the background. Did you understood? There's a request, let's say for example dealer, right? So first of all we need to onboard a dealer. So let's say this is a company, we should say ABC company. Let me add it. For example, let me highlight my company only. Yeah. So in this particular use case, so in this particular use case, what it is? Got it? So in the cakes and company, and we had our own products. Okay. So yes, you already aware. So cakes and products, let's say we had a machinery products, we have a grocery, we have many, like imagine we have every product, for example. And for every product, let's say first person, like I don't want to divert now. Sorry. Okay, imagine KXN has some machinery products like trucks, excavators, like similar to JCB, right? JCB and lorry in our Indian standard. They used to call truck and we used to call lorry, right? Yeah. So imagine, KXN has the truck. We are a manufacturer of trucks, and for trucks to sell, we have dealerships across the globe. Okay, instead of having across globe here, like a globally, right? So I'm considering, so one person, let's say bike showroom 1, 2, 3. Let's say he's from India, and one from Japan, and one from USA, for example. Dealer, only three dealers we have. Okay, and he can work with sub dealerships. We don't care about it. But what our primary target would be? So how we were working with a dealer? Let's say there is a opportunity. Meaning, if you see this is a customer, right? So let me quickly highlight this out. Customers, for example. I want to go with the big one, and let me make it 18. 18 would be better. Got it? So here dealer, see, these are customers. Customers directly visited, imagine this particular use case. Customers directly visited to the dealership. Okay, and imagine dealership has their own CRM application like Salesforce. Okay, so they had a custom CRM application like a front-end application, Salesforce, right? So see, like my task, the use case is very simple. What you basically work on is, right? So what you want to basically work on is, from dealership, we need to create a customer records. We will insert the customer records. And yesterday I have shown you the example, right? I think I have given a sample way what I need, right? So here, this is the payload. So imagine what we are going to do is we are going to implement this particular similar use case. And let me open up Postman. So that you will understand, what is my expectation. So we will be working on multiple use cases today. So I'll be guiding you what are the steps to implement the use case. Let me create one more. And here the post body, right? The message type, the method type is post, and you will be using your local host, right? Local host, . that you already aware how this can be listed. And draw here, guys. If you see your, like, your post body looks exactly like this, right? Your post body has opportunity ID. There's a UUID will be generated in the background, and opportunity name. Let's say the customer name. Opportunity name means a customer name. And here, guys, and one more important thing. Uh, See, when you're inserting into something, when you're inserting into something, right? So basically, I don't want. So first of all, we need to design three tables. Okay, let me quickly show you how this can be. So three tables. We will not, opportunity ID and dealer ID. Opportunity ID and dealer ID, right? We will not create actually. Understood? Instead, what we do is, uh, we will create a table, the dealer table. Understood? And in the primary opportunity table, okay, let me quickly demonstrate that. So here you have an opportunity table. You should be creating one table, and opportunity table has everything. And you will also have a account table. There is something called, you are seeing account, right? Where is it? Yeah, here. This is one more table called account table. Account table has only two fields: account ID and account name. You got it? And this basically, when we are, making a post call, so account ID, this information should be, one second, account table. So in the account table, what you will be creating. So you will be predefining, pre-inserting the account information. Let's say account ID is account ID, and you'll have a account name. You got it? So what we do is, as soon as the customers are coming in, right? So let's say from Accenture, there are so many people will be joining. There are so many people will be purchasing, for example. And like that HCL, there are multiple people. So imagine, like, account ID is, let's say, 1 2 3 4 5, for example. So this particular account belongs to Accenture. Got it? And let's say this can be any random number, guys. Okay, but make sure it should be unique to each and every each and every customer, not customer, account. Account means company. Okay, like this. You got it? So you will have information like this, and this is for account table. And when it comes to dealership table, so dealership table, again, you will have this many information. Dealer table, right? Dealer table has same. So what is the first one? Dealer ID. Dealer ID, and you had a dealer code for the respective dealer. Okay, dealer ID, dealer code, and dealer name or opportunity dealer name. So dealer name and opportunity name both are same. Okay, you can have one. That should be fine. Dealer name, or you can say like opportunity owner name. That's okay. I would say opportunity owner name. That makes more sense. No, got it. And here, let's say, so from the dealer ID. So dealer ID in the sense, from the dealer side, the, let's say, who are working in the dealer company, right? Let's say dealership company, they have their own ID, is it? So for example, let's say Sam 454354, for example, one dealer, and he's a dealer ID, and dealer code is, for example, let's say Chennai dealer CH12, okay, something like this, and opportunity name. So this particular employee, for example, let's say the dealer ID, whoever it has, right, 4354. So his person is, for example, let's say Komal. Make sense? Komal Sai. Got it? And let's say some other opportunity, some other employee, which employee information. Dealer ID is, let's say, employee ID, for example, let's say. And he is also, like, we are creating, he is also from Chennai. and same company. If you see dealer code, right? Same. These two are employees from one company, one dealership. Okay. Let's say Dinesh. Make sense? And these two are from Chennai, and for Bangalore, let's say Bangalore 04, for example. So based on the locations, we used to like a Bangalore 01, 02, something like that. Okay. So he's from, let's say, uh, who's from Bangalore here? Let's say Mahesh. You got it? He's a dealer from Bangalore. Similar note. Only one dealer from Bangalore, and one dealer from Hyderabad. HD, for example. HY. Okay, so HY01. So we have only one dealer in Hyderabad, Sainath. Make sense? For example. So these are the examples, guys. Okay, not the real ones. Yeah. So now, if you observe in dealership code, we know we based on the dealer table, we understand who is sending. So dealer should be sending dealer IDs, and he'll be sending look, what I want, the target is here that you know accounts, right? Account of the this is account information of this is like customer. Okay, this is a customer account. Account means company. Okay, so this is customer company information. You got it? So account ID is this, and account company name is this. You got it? So meaning, why we made it why we made it this number, right? 1 to 3, because from Accenture company, n number of people can use our API. You got it? See, I don't want to create a duplicate duplicate account name for every employee, right? Not required, because if I create this, and whenever there is a whenever we are using Accenture. See, Accenture, see, when we are creating it, right, we will just say Accenture. We will search for Accenture. That's it. And we will not link here. Okay. But how things will happen? Let's say now dealer information, and you also know the account information, right? So basically what we do when we are making a post call, right? When you look at here, so here we don't pass the account ID in general, because account ID will be created by us in the backend, and we will only send the account information. Okay. And if you see this particular information, so I think this is also not required. What I'll be doing is account name. So I'll not create a nested dictionary, not required. Instead, what I'll be doing, I'll be creating normal level. Did you understand? And okay, makes sense. Now I should put comma. That's what it's crying. Okay, yeah, cool. And this is, see, this particular name. Imagine this particular name from the opportunity table. Okay, we will insert this information of Accenture into the opportunity table only, main table only. Okay, and here also. So when it comes to this dealer code, so we will take dealer. What we can say. So we will not take the dealer ID. Instead, I think dealer ID is fine, because dealer ID is employee ID, right? We will ask who is sending the request, who is making the post call. Okay. So imagine again, this is not a nexted. You got it? So this will be like this. And dealer code. So dealer ID we don't want. We don't want. I think dealer ID we need. Who is employee, right? Yeah. And dealer code we need, and name. Who is that respective name? Okay. Got it? Guys, these are the use cases. Okay. Think this way. Don't worry. I can help you out. It's easiest one. No? Because that's why I'm removing the nested ones. Not required at the moment. Got it? Yeah. And history. We also maintain history, right? So currently this particular, see, if it is a same table and that, I think history we will make it later. That's fine, not required at the moment. Okay, so here, from here till here, all right, yeah. Make is, see, now I want to make it very generic and very simple, simple API. Now see guys, now what we are going to do is we want to create, so this anyway, this particular one UID will be generated in the background. So what is the catch here? So meaning, so this is a particular post call, right? Post call to the API, like a post call to the respective API. Now let me talk about the use case. Okay, so if I take out this, the use case is very simple, so understand this particular use case. Now we see you have to create these two tables, account table and dealer table. You got it? Now, so imagine, so from the dealership, so look at this particular use case where dealer is create talking to the customer. So he is a dealer. Dealer is talking to customer, and he got the information of the customer. Okay. So once dealer has the customer name, let's say he'll put who is the customer name, Dinesh Sai, and who, account name. So where he is working. Let's say it can be like he can be working for some company, or let's say he can be working for a business, for example. So current use case, we will only think about only two. We have only found two customers. Imagine one from Accenture and one from from Accenture we got a customers, and from HCL we got a customers. You got it? So that's where. So we have account information and close date when Dinesh want to close the deal, right? And what is the deal amount? Amount is deal amount actually. Understood? And what is description? So Dinesh is interested in RX 100 bike, for example. He want to make a purchase of this bike. Got it? And dealer ID. So dealer ID, you should go and check. For example, in this particular specific example, dealer ID. So this is a dealer ID. So we should be taking this ID and should use this. Okay. So dealer ID is this, and dealer code. So for associate dealer code is CH12. Got it? Make sense? And what is the dealer name? You know what? We have to send. What is the dealer 43, right? Yeah, correct. What is the dealer name? Komal Sai. You got it? And did you see did you see the information? Got it? Yeah. So what basically now you have to do is you have to think of, see, the very basic use cases. You have to create a like a insert call, or you have to create a user, right? So the use case is very simple. Use case. Okay. So use cases, uh, create create customer, create customer. No, use case is like, uh, as a dealer, as a dealer, I want to onboard. I want on I'm not on board. I want to as a dealer, I want to uh, keep track of all customers information. Also, one place to manage all the life cycle of sales process. Got it? See, actually, in the yesterday's examples, so what we have tried? So we have tried creating Salesforce account here. Uh, 1 second. I think it did logged out, I guess. Okay. I think I can log in directly. So if someone remember like what username we have used? Uh, this time fresh one, is it? I don't remember exactly. Oh, okay. Sorry. Kumar.ms400. I don't really remember the things. Hey, but that's fine. I think not required. So the it's very simple. As a dealer, see, I think I'll show you. I think it would be good actually if I demonstrate something. Username. Hey, see, okay. Instead of that, right? What I'll do is I'll create a Salesforce opportunity table. If I go back here, so click on this here and visit this. Guys, what we're going to do is, so the use case is very simple. So in the Salesforce, right? Salesforce is a CRM tool where we can, we used to say like it is a customer 365 application. Okay. So why we used to call it a customer 365, right? So the same application supports for sales, marketing, sales, marketing, advertisement, everything. This one place you can do anything. Did you see this? So here sales, you have opportunities, you have leads, your task files accounts. Did you see the accounts? I'm talking about this, accounts, contacts, campaigns. Now one application supports a customer whatever required for the customer, whatever required. Let's say from the customer has thought of purchasing some product, for example, from product to delivery, even post aftermarket. Let's say you want to do aftermarket, or he want to do a service sale, or he want to do a now these days, right, companies, right, they used to have a, for example, Maruti. So what they had, they can purchase your vehicle also. Even after purchase, after customer purchase, even as the company can retake the vehicle, right? There is something called a true value, right? So we can with one application, we can see the complete history of the customer. If you see here, that's what I'm saying here. See, opportunity owner and the amount, right? Expected revenue and closing date, the same information, like exactly the one which I'm showing here. The similarly, but I have minimized a couple of fields here, so that what the see the target is when you create a post call. So in this Salesforce application, your this record will be created. Okay, so you are wondering that how this will be created, is it? So when it comes to when you come back here, I think that's where I created this application. See, normally dealers, right? So think about this particular use case. Actually, this from the dealership, what we do is we will create our backend APIs, okay, backend APIs, and we will insert into the one Postgres database. And there is something called in here in there is we have used in this particular case, we have used Salesforce as a front-end application, okay, and Salesforce itself having its own sensitive database, which is Oracle powered, okay, and since it's a very sensitive database, that's why I mocked this, very sensitive. Got it? Since it's a very sensitive, what basically do is it will not allow other people, external people to access this particular database. Okay, and to comply that, what we will be doing is we will have one more separate database. Let's say we have only a separate database, and in Salesforce, so we have something called Heroku Connect. Heroku Connect is a API powered by Salesforce, and what this will do is it will continuously sync the data. For example, imagine this is a Salesforce records, and for our local database, right? If you install Postgres locally, I cannot use it for real-time use case. But imagine I have installed this particular database in the cloud machine. Let's say you consider any of the cloud, GCP, Azure, AWS, whatever it is, right? You can use any of the cloud. If you install in the cloud system, right? By using that load balancer IP address, right? We can go and talk to this particular database. Understood? So we will install into we should install into this cloud system, and from the cloud system, right? What we do is our API also working on cloud machine, and we see currently you don't think of the complex logic. Instead, simply that there are two databases. We will use the Heroku Connect. Heroku Connect will take care of syncing the database. When there is, let's say, when there is for example, dealer is created one customer information in this database. What this Heroku Connect will take care? It will create the same record in the company Salesforce database. And let's say, for example, from the UI itself, so you can create through the dealership, or you can create through the UI. So when I say UI, I'm exactly talking about this. Uh, yeah, I'm talking about this. So you can use this. If you see, there is an option that you can edit, or you can create a new follow up. There are many things, but generally it is already moved actually. So when you go to the particular table, if you click on this operator table, there is option to create new. Okay, so even if someone created this record from the UI, right? So what will happen to that is, right, when someone used Salesforce to create the record, and that will be goes to post Oracle database of Salesforce. And again, this particular, I think here I mentioned actually. So dealer, it will come, it will, I think this diagram is not inappropriate. It's not appropriate, that's where I made it to other one. So here, as a uh, company, you can use your UI to create a record that will be go and sits into the database. And also as a dealer, I cannot, since direct access to the Salesforce database is not permissible. That's where what we have done is we have used one more custom database, right, Postgres. And we are syncing this databases both, meaning whenever there is a customer created by user, by the dealership, what that will that information will be synced into this database, which means that that record will be appears into the Salesforce application. Understood? Even if there is a record created by direct call representative, for example, telecaller, right, or who are owner, for example, if someone create a record in the Salesforce application, that will be that will be saved into this database. And again, the job Heroku, right? Heroku Connect will take care of syncing this data into the other database, which is Postgres. You got it? So main job, the main person is between the central system and to the like a third party databases, Heroku Connect. And Heroku Connect also, again, it's a part of Salesforce company only. That's where I mention everything in one place. Make sense? So in this particular use case, what you're supposed to be doing is, the current use case is, you will simply insert data of the customer into this database. Make sense? And to work on that, what I have done is, see, as a dealer, I want to keep track of all customer information in one place, one track of all customer information in one place, so that managing all customers life cycle, so that I can manage all customers in one place, so that I can so that can manage all customers. Got it? Okay. So current use case, how you supposed to be work on, right?
To continue from here. Yeah. So the use case is very simple. So as a dealer, I want to keep track of all customers information in one place so that can manage all customers, right? Yeah. Sure. Thanks, Hemant. Yeah. Let's continue from here. Yeah. So as a dealership, right? As a dealer, I want to keep track of all customer information in one place so that can manage all customers. Okay. So the use in this particular use case, I can create the tasks, right? Our use case, Uh, so first task one, create a new customer, create a new customer, right?
and task 2, update a update a existing updating existing customer. Next, task 3. So for example, think create update and delete, for example, delete the delete a customer, delete a customer, let's say delete customer, um, or no problem, delete update the customer, and let's say as a cleanup clean up the lost lost customers. So like when it comes to purchase, like we won the customer. Let's say, see, customer can be after negotiation, right? We can have customer, customer can reject. Atman, you got it right. Clean up the clean up the lost customer information. Otherwise, unnecessarily he will get all the information of lost customers also, right? So not required. Okay, so we will only current focus is only three information. Okay, now for task one, I'll be explaining you what needs to be implemented. Okay, let me see whether, yeah. So for task one, what needs to be implemented to work on this create a customer task. So sample payload I will provide you. Okay, so here when you look at this, so here you are seeing opportunity ID. Like opportunity ID is the UUID. So even if you want to quickly learn like what is UUID, you can directly go. You can do Python UUID. So when you go, let's say how to create a GUID or UUID in Python, for example, you can take anything. You can use any of the reference generating a random ID using UUID or Python, right? So that's a unique ID. Something like this. Did you got it? So how you can create? So you can create, using a sample Python, with sample Python. You can import UID and where is the code? I don't see. But yeah, let me quickly go back one step, and you can see creating a record with the UID. Yeah, they have created. No, see, this is a sample. So import UID, and to make a UID based on most host ID and current time. For example, let's say, so UID based on the host ID and current time, and you can generate like this. You make UID on MD5 hash of namespace using UID and name. So you can do like this. But see, in most generally we will use UID1 actually. So UID1, this is a function UID. You should import it and UID dot UID1. So by using this logic, so now I'm just giving you hint actually. Okay. So in the programming, what you have to do is to generate this opportunity ID in the program, in the backend. Generally, even it's not necessary that you should send it. You should not send this actually from the payload. Okay. So this how this will be sent it, how this will be updated. Import UUID. Okay. And so UUID, let's say ID equal to something like this. ID equal to, for example, UUID dot UUID1. Right? That's what they have used it. UUID 1. So it based on the host ID and the current time. That's fine. So if I go back here, 1. So this way it will generate UUID. And in programmatically, what you have to do is you have to append this, like say uh, opportunity ID, opportunity ID equal to something like this. Yeah, you can put like this, right? And what you have to do is, so this is a dictionary, correct? When you are getting a dictionary, so that they should not have this ID in general. Okay, but once you take it from the, once you get this information from the what from the post call, right, from the postman. So from the postman, you will not having you will be not having this particular request. Okay, and you will be getting like this. And when there is a request sent to the backend server, right? So what basically we should do is we should capture this. We should capture this load payload. How you will be capturing? So you will be import. Uh, so from like you will be using from Flask import request. This you already aware, right? And the payload equal to request dot get underscore JSON, right? Once you have this information, once you get this information from the payload, right? What you have to do is you have to update, right? So in Python, right? So dictionary has update method, right? So if you want to update, let's say payload dot update. Updating means updating the dictionary with a new value, right? You got it? I'm giving all the logic, guys. So say, so what is the column name? Opportunity ID colon. So what value you are going to update? You are going to update the opportunity, opportunity ID, for example, something like this. You can give any name, that's fine. Make sense? So now that what your payload has, your payload has different information, right? Right. Your payload. See, whatever payload you have sent, we are added a new ID to the particular payload, and now insert it. Insert into the database. Make sense? And during this insertion, what see, it's not a blind insertion. Okay, don't do blind insertion. Don't do a blind insertion. Okay, which means that whatever data you are getting, right, don't insert like that. Okay, instead, what you're supposed to be doing is you should be so what you're supposed to be doing is you should be doing checking. So when you're getting this, when you got the payload, right, you capture it, you prepared opportunity ID by using a UUID, right? And now, so here if you see account name is Accenture. Now what you have to do is two things you have to check. So first thing is whether it is a right account or not. You got it? Now validate validations. So first validation is data should be checked out. The data should be checked for account name. Data should be checked for, or not only data, like payload. Payload should be checked for account name, right? So here account name in the account table. Got it? So if exists, then only proceed proceed to insert the data into DB. Got it? This is first validation. Second validation, what we need to do is in the second validation, so we need to check. So we need see, like account validation is fine. Second thing is we need to check who is the dealer. Let's say whether he is the right dealer or not. Right? Second validation is payload should also be checked for this information, meaning dealer ID, dealer code, and dealer name or opportunity. Like we will select dealer name or opportunity owner name, for example. So these things again you have to do a query. So how we will be doing? For example, let's say now you know the the opportunity name. By using this table, you can easily check, right? Since the columns of the opportunity table is sorry account table is account ID and account name, isn't it? So what you do, you will make a query to this respective database account table and see whether account information exists or not. So how we can find account information exists or not, right? So what is the query? See, you will inspect, like you will query this whole data and check whether that Accenture is exists or not. You got it in this particular case. And if the call from the HCL, you will be checking whether HCL account exists or not. If it is exists, then only proceed. For example, let's say Deloitte, there is a employee from Deloitte purchased our product, and that was not onboarded. Then you should say when it is not available. Say that the respective account is not onboarded, okay, and you have to inform to us. Just you just said some error message saying that Deloitte is not onboarded. You got it? Such way, yeah. And even the payload should also be checked for dealer information. So check it for information in the dealer table. You got it? Now, did you understood how this should be worked? It's simple that you know uh, there is a function. See, for this particular use case, I'm directly giving the top level understanding how this should be. Let's say at the rate app.route, right? You'll be saying new customer, right? And so method supported is post method. Got it? And this anyway. So this should be from top. It should be here. You'll be creating, like right? So basic Flask application, you know how to create it. I'm talking about the implementation part of it. So imagine this validations are this. Now, did you understood how this being created? And this is a sample one. I want to take it out. I want to take it out for your reference. And again, the UUID. So UUID again, you have to import this model on the top. For example, yeah, here import UUID. Make sense? Got it? So once you have this, you'll be doing this. Also, you're updating the payload, right? Now insert into the database, but don't do blind insertion, right? So insertion should happen after validating the account information and the the dealer information. Once it is okay, both are okay, then only do a insertion, insert into the database. Guys, did you understood? Did you understood how this is being working? Got it? Any confusion in this, guys? Because I have given a use case, I have given a architecture diagram how this flow will be like a dealer will talk to the customer, he will gather the information from the customer. So let me give a quick glance of it, right? So dealer, you visited a nearest dealership showroom for purchasing a motor vehicle, right? Like as you go there, customer, dealer will collect the information from you, and he will take it in a paper something, right? And once he taken a paper, after you leave from the premises, right? So what, there is one more section where they will be updating the data, computer department, right? What they'll be doing, they'll be updating the information into the CRM application. Once CRM application now, so imagine they are doing they are doing creating a customer information, right? So we were mimicking with our API, backend API. With that, what we are doing is we are creating an insert operation. You got it? So meaning we are creating. See, this is the data. Be prepared. And when I click send, it has to do what it has to do is, hey, customer has been inserted successfully. But before doing this, before blindly insertion, what we'll be doing is we will capture this, we will implement the backend service to capture the payload. Also, we will create the UUID, right? To create a unique ID, and for each opportunity, we will be, this is the insert operation. For each opportunity, this opportunity ID is the primary key for us. You got it? So opportunity ID is the primary key. So by using this opportunity ID, we will insert into the database. You got it? This is how it is. Yeah. And once we are done with this particular operation, the next use case is, I call it. So yeah, you will be implementing this service. Okay. So here, make opportunity ID as the primary key, unique key. Understood. Now, once we create this record, right? See, today dealer is created, and one of the next use cases. So that's the insertion operation, right? Now, as a dealer, second use case is, as a dealer, I wanted to I wanted to get the, and also have one more field called creation date here. There is something inside this, along with these fields, the date will be, see, uh, along with these fields, we will also have one more, field is created date, created date. Understood? So you should be taking datetime. You use datetime model, datetime dot now or something. Yeah, you can use uh, appropriate module to get the current datetime. Okay, and what you do is you should also insert this data, like along with this. Let's say here your close date, right? Along with that, you should also update payload payload dot update, right? Payload dot update. So what you will be updating? You will be updating the created date, created date colon here. Got it? So now, like, for example, imagine, why create a date? Let's say when there is a new customer created. Let's say you visited yesterday, and let's say Komal visited 10 days before, right? So the record creation dates is different, right? See, as a dealer, I want to get the yesterday's customers. Okay. So in this case, as a dealer, as I want to get the yesterday's customer. So how I can do? See, you already know that, um, see, based on the, see, you will be making the use case is simple. Make a select query, make a select query to the what table? Make a select query to the opportunity table. Select query to the opportunity table, but don't don't send it, don't send without proper validation of the dealer information. Okay. See, when dealer is making, always he will be sending his details. Let's say in the query parameter section, right? So you can even get call can also have a body guys generally. Understood? See, it's not that see, based on the implementation, you can do whatever you want in general, right? Even get call can also have a body, or we can create but I don't want to make things more complex now at the current moment. What we can do is we will create a, we will check, we will take the parameters as a, like we will take the information as the parameter for the get call. Okay, your call has, let's say, dealer will be sending, he'll be sending, like when it comes to select query, we have experimented a lot. Okay, so how it's supposed to be, right? Localhost, okay, and respective port number, right, and forwarded. So here. whatever the information that you have. So after this, right? So what is the endpoint? Endpoint, let's say, get customer, for example. Now, so as a dealer, what he can, so this is a API, this is API name, okay, and we can also send the parameters, right? How we can send? Let's say dealer, what are the three information you have to send? He has to send dealer ID, dealer code in the see dealer ID, dealer ID equal to, for example, the dealer ID of the person. Let's say this is the one. Dealer ID equal to this, and right dealer code equal to. So he'll be sending data like this. Dealer ID. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Dealer code equal to CS12 and opportunity owner, and opportunity owner equal to Komal Sai. Got it? So he'll be making call like this. And what we will be doing is, so for the last, let's say, it can be like, currently what you do is you just send, uh, as a dealer, I want to get all customers information, but only, but only, only for this, but whose dealer code is the same as the dealer ID. So, simply like whose dealer code is matched matched with the dealer code. Got it? Now, so meaning even when you are when you are giving the customer information to the dealer, right? So you will check whether the dealer is having a proper information or not. So it is very clear that, so when we are sending it, so this particular record from, so there is one identifier. So for each and every dealership, there is identifier. What you do when even now this time, um, when you got a call, what you will be doing? So you will be doing the query implementation will be @app.route, right? And say the API name is get customers. Make sense? And this the method is get methods equal to get method. Make sense? Now, once you have a method, get method, right? Now, so what you want to do here? If a methods equal to get customers, methods equal to get. So what you will be doing? So you will be creating a view function that say get all customers, and inside logic, what is your logic? So first of all, you will be reading all the parameters, right? Read all the query parameters. Make sense? In the sense that, first you will read dealer dealer ID equal to request dot aux dot get, right? You'll be right. You'll be you know whatever request you are getting through the request URL. So here dealer ID. Next dealer code, how you will be taking same way. Guys, if you are not spending time, you are in trouble. Okay, it's a serious note. So start working hard. If you need any help, if you are stuck, immediately call me. I'll help you out, guys. Don't even think that I'm busy. And opportunity owner. See, I'm giving the whole logic also, right? Did you observe that? It's just matter of that, you need to just align this, and don't tell me align everything and give it to me. If you don't understand, let me know. I'll take one more session on that. Yeah. So now we got all the information, right? Now, so when we are when we have got the information, first So very first, validate the dealer. If it is valid dealer, then only proceed further. You got it? See, without the validation, it's not it's not a good practice to provide information, right? So validation to the dealer. Let's say you would say a result equal to, for example, result equal to session.query and say dealer table dot filter. In the filter, you'll be providing dealer dot, like in the table, right? You will be creating what is the first one? Dealer ID. It will be like dealer ID equal to the dealer ID which we are getting through the request. Guys, I'm talking about this. You will be creating a model. In the model, this is the column information of the table, right? Comma dealer dot. What is the next one? Um, what is the next one? Dealer code. Dealer dot dealer code equal to dealer code. Dealer code which we are taking, no? This one. Got it? So like that, you put one more. No problem. I'll put one more. Dealer dot. What is the last one? Opportunity owner. So how we define in the model? Opportunity owner equal to, I would say, option owner. Make sense? Dot all. That's it, right? So if it is matching, you will get a result, right? So if you got a result, so this all should be inside. Yeah. Now, if you have this result, if result, meaning if the dealer present, right? Then fine. If not result, we will say like this. If not result, meaning if the dealer is not available, let's say raise uh, permission error, right? Permission error say uh, dealer does not exist. Dealer does not exist. Understood? So when it comes to permission error, we would say 401. Like it's like a authorization issue. So not authorization, authentication issue. The dealer is not authenticated to access the resource. Hmm? Else, what you will be doing? You will be making result equal to session.query. If this should be opposite table, right? Dot filter. Now, so based on what? Based on the dealer code. So when you are doing a filter, don't filter with the opportunity owner name, opportunity dealer ID and all. You got it? So you will always filter through the dealer code. Okay, where opportunity opportunity dealer code equal to dealer code which we got through the request. Right? You will make a call to this and dot all. So we will get every record from this particular one and return JSONify. Yeah, JSONify. JSONify what? JSONify result. Right? So like we will get a instant state or something, right? Along with that. If you want, you can deserialize. You can remove that particular column so that you can send it. Guys, I have sent all the information like this, right? Now, can you create it? So currently, this is for every customer, and as a dealer, he'll also send a particular. See, with this, he will get everything, right? And if you want, you can, this are getting all customers, and there is one more use case and dealer knows that for example, let's say Sainath visited Sainath visited yesterday yesterday, and dealer has the dealer code. So dealer has the opportunity ID. You got it? So once it is created, guys, what you can do is once it is created, you can in the postman response, you should send a response saying that for example, uh, I think for now that's fine. What you can do is you can take a sign as visited yesterday, dealer has opportunity ID, and dealer wants only sign out info. So how this will happen? Now instead of this, it's very simple again. So get all, not only get all customers. Now this time, uh, a single customer, right? In this case, what he'll be doing, he'll be sending, dealer should be sending all his information. Along with that, he'll also send one more parameter called opportunity ID. Opportunity ID. Opportunity ID equal to, in the request itself, in the query parameter itself, he'll be sending opportunity ID. Sorry. You got it? Now what you will be doing? So you will be doing dealer validation, whether it's a right dealer or not. Once it is right dealer, then instead of this dealer code, you'll say dealer uh, opportunity ID equal to the one which sends from the dealer. You got it? You'll be sending this data. Guys, did you understood how the use cases are getting implemented? Right? So now, see, the for making simplicity, create everything in one place, in one single application file. Don't use, like, if you are comfortable already using modules, let's say, uh, creating packages for let's say database connections for one package, and for application one package, and for models you'll be having one more package. If you are comfortable with that, that's also fine, but making sure this should be implemented before evening. Okay, yeah. So whoever need help, you can connect back to me in the like my daytime, or even in my night time. I'm available 24 by 7. So whenever you need me, so work on this use case and come back to me. Okay. So I will be sharing, to make you understand. This picture is already shared actually. I'll also do one thing. I'll also take one more screenshot of this, and share it across through the maybe video. I think this anyway, it's available now, presented in the video, right? So you will also understand. I think I'll put some text here so that it would be more. So sync, yes, by and see. So these two databases in sync. Got it? That's the catch here. Yeah. Even if you want, if someone want to take click a picture, so do so. And so the expectation is that, guys, you need to complete this. And if you're working professional, still be okay, because you know I have given every information. You just need to sit, understand, and implement it. Even the logic, everything else is given already. Table information given, right? Yeah. So, and this particular sample payload now becomes a very short one. So short one I have shared here, and I don't want to confuse you keeping other one. Let me remove this. Got it? Yeah, I think this would make more sense now, isn't it, guys? Any confusion in this from anyone? You're good? All right, so this will be shared. Uh, See, the same way I'm expecting this from your assignments, and like once you're, guys, that's what I'm telling you. Like whoever do a good job in this, that application will be hosted live. That will be available for people. You got it? So even I thought of releasing the backend APIs like this for free to the people. Yeah. All right, guys. So take time. I'll be sending, if you want to work instantly. So this file will be shared instantly, and also this video will be available, in some time, maybe in next 1 or 1.5 hour. Make sense?